I thought hitting the goal would be fulfilling, but I'm actually going after something else because I'm not fulfilled at this point. My objective is helping people set a goal that they can accomplish with or without someone else's yes. Let's figure out how we can set out some activity goals, some things that you can control. Let's focus on doing the work before the reward goal. If you're not willing to like set a consistent activity every day, it's gonna be really hard to hit that financial goal anyway.
Yep.
I'm probably asking people to have a conversation about what they want and what they're willing to do for it.
I think we should have a conversation about what we want, what we're willing to do for it, when we believe the timing is right to pursue a thing. But sometimes the truth of the matter is you have to be pushed before you believe you're ready. You have to be pushed before you believe the timing aligns to allow you to be consistent. Sometimes you just gotta do it.
I can agree with that. Welcome to another edition of the Social Proof Podcast. I'm here. My name is David. That's Donni.
Hi. You said it for me.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. How you feeling?
I feel amazing.
Entrepreneurship is amazing, isn't it?
Entrepreneurship is amazing. Yeah. Entrepreneurship is, how are you feeling?
I feel good, under pressure, but it's a good pressure. And I continue to put myself under this pressure. Yeah. I don't understand why I can't just chill, bro. You create a situation or a business that works so you could take care of, like all the bills for the business, take care of all the bills for your household, be able to, kind of do some extracurricular things, and then just that be it. But no, I got to put on a conference and then start investing in other stuff and start building other stuff. And then it's just more pressure on me to do the new thing that I'm doing. Why can't I just sit down somewhere?
Why can't you? Have you ever?
I don't know.
You don't know? Do you feel like you have the shiny object syndrome? Do you suffer from that?
No, because I have the ability to lock in on something. So it's not like I'm just chasing, oh, that was good, that was good, that was good. But once something's working, I'm inclined to like get to the next level. Like get to the next level. Like who?
You're ambitious.
Yeah, I know, but I wish I didn't want to get to the next level.
No, you don't. No, you don't. There's no fun. No? So I believe that life is no fun if we're not constantly growing.
Yeah.
And for where you are right now, you are associating with growth with doing something else and something else and something else. I can say this leads into when you were just asking me, is entrepreneurship amazing? I think entrepreneurship is amazing, but I think it's layered. Some days it's amazing. Some days it's incredibly stressful. Some days it's it just flat out sucks. Like sometimes it's like maybe corporate America wasn't so bad, right? Maybe somebody else making these decisions. I don't know if there's anything that would make me go back into that particular environment. But what do you call this? Entrepreneurship definitely has its ups and downs. Yeah. I love to be ambitious, though. Yeah. I love being ambitious. I appreciate that. I have two appreciations. On one hand, I appreciate that I've been running a pretty solid coaching business for the last 10 years. That's solid, right? On the other hand, I like the challenge of doing something else.
Do you like the challenge?
I love the challenge.
Do you like the challenge in the challenge, or after the challenge is over, you get to talk about it and make content about it?
A little bit of both. Like some days I welcome, like this is going to be a really busy day. By the end of this, I know I'm going to be stressed out and overwhelmed, and I'm cool with it. Like I know I love the challenge, from brand new ideas and launching things, but even the clients, like when people schedule calls and say, well, what kind of one-on-one client will you take? Because it's very limited. It's really hard to put in words because we actually have to talk. If I feel like your business model is going to challenge me, I want you. Because there's growth in the challenge. The same mundane thing, and you and I are the same that way. I don't want to do the same thing over and over and over and over again. Everything is predictable. You do want some predictability in your business, but there still needs to be like a moving arm.
Yeah. I want to get to a level where there's enough cash flow and enough like coming in where I could just not get to the next level and learn how to play the piano.
You could do that right now.
No, I can't. I don't have the time to go.
Because you keep creating stuff.
That's the
problem. My point is, before even putting on this conference, you had enough cash flow to take 6 months and go learn the piano.
But I don't. And that is the sickness. That is the entrepreneurial toxicity that I'm dealing with.
So it's not cash flow.
After this conference, I'm going to do something else. After
the conference, we go on tour.
You see what I'm saying? And we're still building out this building, and like my life is always.
You're going to be going super hard on morning meetup. We're going on the tour.
Yes.
We're building a building,
and we're doing we're building out our masterminds.
Yo.
You see what I'm saying?
We got a whole mastermind that's dropping. Are they going to see this before it drops?
No. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Y'all, we got a whole mastermind that's dropping together. Yeah, it's insane.
Yeah, it's like...
but it's another it's exactly what in 2022, maybe 2021, we're doing the exact thing that we said we didn't want to do.
What's that?
Get into another mastermind, do another mastermind. Because
But we were doing them individually, so I think...
We were doing them individually.
Incredible, though.
I think it's amazing that we're doing them together, but the reason that we didn't want to do it is because the result is so big that it requires like so much thought process. We have to carefully think about how we are facilitating this program. We have to carefully think about the value. David and I are both perfectionists in that way, where it's like we're not putting our name on it until it's right. We're not doing this until it's right. And in the planning process, like right now we're behind the scenes and we're doing all the planning, we're doing the sites, we're getting the messaging right. Who's this for? That part, like that's what I do, but it's stressful. It's stressful until you get it right. Yeah. It's stressful until the launches. It's stressful until you've reached the goal. It's stressful until somebody gets the result. Like there's stress attached to every single step of the way.
Yeah, for sure. Y'all understand the ambition part? Like, why can't you just have anybody got a good job, like a real good job where you make good money? Nobody here? No?
Anybody have a job at all in here?
That's why everybody's here like, yo.
It's not a real good. We got one.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a cool job.
Yeah, it's a really cool job.
Yeah.
So that's my.
I used to want to do that.
That's where I'm at right there.
Yeah, I'm kind of envious right now. There are two jobs.
To be a news anchor.
I wanted to be a news anchor or a flight attendant. So those are the two jobs I always wanted. The third thing I would have said was I've always wanted to have a talk show like Oprah. Like she had been on my vision board for years, and that's all I used to talk about on Facebook. But this is kind of like my talk show. So check. The two jobs that I really, really wanted was to be some type of news journalist. Right? Cool though. It could have been celebrity news, whatever, but on a televised program, and a flight attendant. Like every time I'm on a plane, I admire the flight attendants.
I can see flight attendants too, with your bangs too. I can see
the bangs give flight attendant.
Yeah,
it gives, hi, can I help you? Can I refresh your coffee?
I don't know why the bangs.
The bangs give first class flight attendant though. Would you like a drink before takeoff? I could have done that. I think flight attendants are so freaking cool. Every time I'm on the plane, I be looking at them like I would love to have had that job.
Though. I don't think you could be a flight attendant.
Why?
Because they grab your cup and your snacks from you.
I have on a glove.
Nah, they be bare. They be raw dogging them cups. They just give them to me and give me any snacks.
Every now and then. So first of all, I'm not doing that. I'm even the person, if I'm sitting in the aisle or get a middle seat if I'm not in first class. If I'm sitting and somebody on the window is passing their drink, I don't care how much you got to struggle to get that drink to the flight attendant. Take me out of the scenario. I am not touching your drink, your cup, to pass your trash to the flight attendant. Every time I see like when I'm on the window and I pass my stuff and the passenger grabs my stuff, I'd be like, I'm judging. Why are you touching my trash?
Flight attendant, I don't think it'll be in the cards for you. But I think it may be challenging for some people to relate to the conversation because maybe you haven't hit enough goals that you set for yourself. So you realize, I'm super blessed and happy to be able to set a goal and accomplish it. Like I'm working at the Cheesecake Factory. My goal is to make enough money to replace my income. Then I quit the job and I open the kiosk and I'm full-time entrepreneur.
Yeah.
Really, really cool. And then it's getting that kiosk to another level. And then I opened a second kiosk in the same mall. Then I opened a store. And then I wrote a book. And then I'm on tour with ET. And you get in this mode of like accomplishing the goals.
Yeah.
And then it kind of takes a turn where, you know, you only really hear super successful people say, yo, it's not about the money. It's about mental health and peace. And you like, bro, I need some money.
Give me the bread.
But you won't understand the conversation until you hit a bunch of goals and you realize, yo, these goals that I'm hitting, they're not as fulfilling as I thought they would be, because I thought hitting the goal would be fulfilling, but I'm actually going after something else because I'm not fulfilled at this point.
Yeah.
Which is a cool life, I would imagine, just going from goal to goal, accomplishment to accomplishment. But
so are you saying that there are people who won't be able to relate because they are not experiencing the feeling of accomplishment?
Correct. Correct.
So could it be safe to say that people are creating the wrong goals?
I don't know if it's the wrong goals. I think they're creating the wrong plan on getting to the goals. Then you don't get the goal.
So sometimes it's really tricky. So sometimes I hear a lot of people, for example, I have a questionnaire. When you schedule a call with my team and you are looking to be coached or you want to, join my program, on the questionnaire, it asks, what is your level of entrepreneurship? And sometimes people will say, I am just getting started, or I'm not an entrepreneur yet. And then the next question is, how much revenue do you currently make? And there's a category that says under $1,000, and they'll pick under $1,000. And then the next question is, how much revenue do you desire to make at this time?
$1 billion.
It'd be $1 million a month. It'd be $100,000 a month. And I always look at the questionnaire and I shake my head immediately. It tells me a lot about the mindset of the person. Like right now, you're not making $1,000 a month, and your desired level of income right now is $100,000 a month, $25,000 a month. Let's start with like pay your bill money a month, right?
Let me ask you, are they thinking that you are the answer to that problem?
Absolutely.
That's why they're filling out the questionnaire?
Yeah. Because the whole questionnaire is designed to understand who you are, what your current situation is, and where you want to go, and what do you believe coaching can help you do. Mm-hmm. And it's like, I just need to change my mindset so I can hit my goal, where your goal is $100,000 a month, but you haven't made $1,000 in your business a month yet. Like, I'm not a magician, right? And so I think more than the plan, we got to set the right goals. We got to set the right goals. And when I'm talking to new entrepreneurs who are just getting started, or entrepreneurs who have yet to make even $50,000 a month, or they're not making consistent revenue, I always say your first goal financially should just simply be to make enough money to replace your paycheck. Yeah. Let's start there. So if you're making $2,500 a month at work right now, that's our first goal. If you're making $10,000 a month at work right now, that is our first goal, because most of the entrepreneurs that I work with, their desire is to leave their 9 to 5. Cool. Well, let's start getting you on a pathway to do just that. The first step is obviously prove your concept, get some sales, prove that some people want it, make some money, get some money in your hand. But the first real financial goal, in my opinion, per my framework, let's just replace your job's salary.
Yeah. I've been kind of like focused on helping people build the confidence to hit a goal. So if they've never, say they're making $1,000 a month, and the next financial goal, you can make $8,000 a month, or you can make $6,000 a month. You can go from 1 to 6,000. But I don't think you can go there without the confidence that you can hit a goal. So my objective is helping people set a goal that they can accomplish with or without someone else's yes. So for me to make more sales, I have to get someone else to say yes. And that's a little more challenging because we got to learn sales skills. We got to learn how to convince people. We got to learn how to package. We got to learn all this stuff. So what I've been sharing lately is let's figure out how we can set out some activity goals, some things that you can control. Let's focus on doing the work, a work goal before the reward goal. Because if you're not willing to like set a consistent activity every day, regardless of the outcome, it's going to be really hard to hit that financial goal anyway.
Yep, for sure. It starts with, like you're saying, having people get the confidence first. I'm hearing mindset. It just starts like with the right mindset. Number one, level set on a mindset level that says, I understand what the goal is. I'm setting a reasonable goal. And because these things look, and I'm even okay with your first goal being a realistic goal. And I hate that term, right? But what's a realistic goal? Because the important thing is that you need to experience a quick win. When it comes to goal setting, you need to experience a quick win. What can you do right now that's actionable that allows you to experience a quick win? So you're a brand new entrepreneur and we're working on confidence. The first thing that I want you to do is go out there and search for your LLC's name's availability and the domain. Get those two things. You get those two things, that's building some confidence. Things are going your way. Then let's set another goal, right? And then another goal and another goal. But if in the beginning, if you're new to this goal setting life, if you are new to things, you achieving things, let's set what's called realistic goals first. We're staying in that realistic zone just for a short window of time because I believe in setting goals that exceed even your just imagination because you can actually hit them. But we're starting with a realistic goal. What can you do, entrepreneur who's listening to this, who's watching this, what can you do to get a quick win? Don't set the $10,000 goal for your first month in business. Can your first goal be to drop your website, to open your doors? Can your next goal be to get a sale? Then can your next goal be to get 3 sales in a week? Then can your next goal be to get 1 sale a day? Or can the goal be to get 1 new lead coming into your business every single day? Then converting that into 3 sales a week. Then figuring out how to get to 1 sale a day. When you start to knock goals down like that, that's activity that's moving the needle forward in your business, but it's also building confidence.
For sure. And then I think you start to set more goals because you have the confidence of you're hitting these goals. So our goals may be a little bit higher, right, than maybe like your average person. But we know we're going after it because we know we can hit that goal because we've hit some other like comparable goals. But I think the more you hit a goal, the more you get confident, and then you start setting more. Like, I know I can set this because I can go after it. You know what I messed up? Really, you know who really took me off my serious health journey?
Who?
It was you.
Oh my gosh.
It was you. You know
How,
why?
Shans? And when were you ever on a serious
I was
journey?
serious. First off, I started benching some real weight. Did y'all see that?
Strength and health are not necessarily synonymous.
A little, yeah, kind of, though.
You can be really, really strong and organs be all messed up.
I was on the journey. So my objective was to go to the gym. Like I wanted to go to the gym 5 days a week. Just go. How long I stay, irrelevant. The things that I do is not up for discussion right now. But I wanted to go. So what happened was my decision to go to the gym kept me going to the gym because I didn't have an obligation. It's not like I'm going to go to the gym, run 3 miles, lift this amount of weight, do these sets. I just go. But the fact that I didn't have like the pressure, I can get up and say, I'm going to go. I'm going to run in there 10 minutes, in and out. I'm done. But it began to be like 10 minutes, then 15 minutes, then 20 minutes, then 30 minutes. But before I go, my mindset is, I'm just going to go for it. I'm just going to go and pull up, do whatever I want. As soon as I get tired, I quit and it's over. But it kept me more consistent. Then Donnie says, no, you got to go hard. And you got to spend an hour. I'm like, I don't want to do that. Then I started feeling obligated. Then I started seeing some results. Then I'm like, I'm going to go to the gym and get some more results. And then it became too much pressure. And then I went back to just going twice a week and playing basketball.
Wow. I wonder if entrepreneurs have that same poor excuse and mindset.
I don't think it's a poor excuse.
I do.
Or I don't think it's a poor mindset.
Yeah. So what I got from this is I started something. I had someone hold me accountable to showing up at a higher level.
I didn't even ask you to hold me accountable. I was holding myself accountable.
You probably didn't ask me directly, but somewhere in your journey, you've asked for accountability.
No, I didn't.
Yeah,
I was like, yo, I'm on my own. We could replay the tape.
Somebody recognized.
I was like, yo, I'm going to the gym. And then you feel the need to say, no, that's poor excuse. I wish other entrepreneurs, like, you come on, man. Like, I was just, I'm on my own path.
You started on a journey. Someone recognizes and supports this journey. When we struggle to find support within our circle, someone who is qualified to support you in this journey decides to help you by holding you accountable and telling you that you can get this done and there's a better way to do it to achieve a result faster and to remain consistent. You start doing it. You start seeing the vision for yourself. You start seeing where this is going and you start doing the work and the work is working. The work is working. You're starting to see some result. But then you get too fine. The results start happening. You was getting, you start getting too fine.
It's still
and
there
now,
a little bit. It's
now
still
what happens?
there a little bit. You can still see it.
Now what happens is the comments started to get different in our videos. I see you, Shans. Oh, look at Shan's arms in that shirt. I'm sending him pictures, screenshots of what people are saying. He's like, yo, I'm a married man. So now the pressure.
Get off my body.
Get off my body. We having to hold him back right now. So you're achieving the success, which is bringing you more awareness to your brand, entrepreneur. And that awareness is is causing anxiety for you. And you, is it recluse? You recluse back into your shell. You go back.
No.
Because you don't want the attention. You don't want the fineness.
That's
you don't
not
want the
what happened.
now because people are noticing that there's some success happening, that your result is happening, you're feeling the pressure of how do I keep this up? What happens if I get too successful, if I achieve too much and then I fall off? What happens if I just get to the point where I'm one donut away?
What you just created just wasn't true. You created that. You just made that up.
It's the truth.
I didn't feel any pressure. So
you said it.
The pressure that I felt was the idea that you felt I need to go harder. Mm-hmm. And like we went back and forth on the podcast, like, no, I don't think I need to. I'm going for me. And then all these trainers say, yo, let's go hard. I can train you. And I'm like, I don't want to. Let me be on my path. So my path is what got me to a point where people are saying, oh, I like what you're doing. It looks good. And now there's pressure because people feel like I need to do more for me than I need to do for myself. And I didn't need that pressure. I just want to go because I want to go.
Do you hear you right now?
Do I sound crazy?
People feel like I need to do more for me than I need to do. Do you know how many spouses are side-eyeing their mate right now saying, you want me to do more for me to provide more for this family than I want to do. See, Dave is on his own journey. Let him do it.
I think this is a good example, and maybe you'll understand it. I don't know, you in the public school. If I do, let's say, for instance, I'm doing 10 push-ups a day. 10 push-ups. It's not a huge exercise, right? But these 10 push-ups a day get my wife to notice, wow, you've been doing your little push-ups. It's not crazy, but I'm getting consistent. That's my 10. So my small activity got someone to notice that this is working. Mm-hmm. But now let's say my wife says, oh, now you need to start going to the gym. Don't you want to turn it up a notch? And I'm like, no, you need to. You need to go to 50 push-ups a day. You need to do 100. You need to start going to the gym 3 days a week. The small activity where I'm holding myself accountable is working to a point where someone else says, oh, that's working, you're on a good path. But sometimes, and I've had this in my entrepreneurial journey, is I have someone that's like super wildly successful and they're telling me a strategy of going higher or something that's outside of my vision for myself. And it takes me off my original path, which, by the way, worked to the point where someone else would say, what you're doing is working.
But I wasn't taking you off your vision for yourself, because we did a whole episode about how you desire to have like a 2-pack. You want it to be fine. And 10 push-ups a day, that's not going to get you there. And it's not about pushing you beyond your vision. It's about saying, okay, that's a great start. I've seen you be consistent there, but it's time to turn the dial up just a little bit, and then turn the dial up just a little bit more until you get the result. Because you wanted, first of all, let's not act like when you was getting fine, you wasn't feeling yourself. Okay, you were.
Yeah, I'm not saying that.
You were taking your shirt off quickly and exposing your undershirt very quickly. You don't get down to the undershirt very often.
For sure, I start getting hot more and more often. You got to take the hoodie off.
You're exposing your undershirt. You were going to the gym, touching different equipment. Like, you enjoyed the feeling of being on a fitness journey. And as your friend and someone who was a little ahead of you on the fitness journey, I'm like, look, if you turn the dial up a little, you can actually get that 2-pack. But if I leave you to your own, if I leave you to just take this journey by yourself, a journey that you don't have to take by yourself, you're just going to be regular.
No. So that's the point. I enjoy being on the journey. You want to see me at a destination. I'm enjoying the journey. I like going to the gym, being silly, touching a few machines, and then leaving. I like that part. Mm-hmm. I like going into the gym, spending like 6 minutes on an exercise, and then leaving, dipping, documenting the process. I like that. I like the journey.
Okay.
I was going for the journey, not for the result. I like the fact that a result comes with this process, but it's not like I had, of course I want the abs. Well, maybe I don't want to be too fine, because then people will be on my body. Mm-hmm. I don't want to start impressing people at the pool.
So this is the same guy.
Myself?
Can we see this?
Come on, man.
This is the same guy who started recording ads in a fitted V-neck. He started to feel himself.
No. That was way after the journey.
No. Let's go back to this. This is the same guy who started wearing T-shirts that were just a little too little. Look at that armpit right here.
What's going on now?
The T-shirts. He's still trying to hold on to the fine that he had started to create. Mm-hmm. Now he's just wearing smalls instead of getting a large and building the large muscles to go with it. Look at this. Dave has on an undershirt tucked in, exposing a Fendi belt.
I did not do that on purpose. First of all, hey, real quick. I need to clear my name, okay? I did not intentionally tuck the front of my shirt in behind my Fendi belt. That is corny. I made a post about it a few weeks earlier, and I'm like, yo, y'all really need to stop tucking your shirt and expose your belt. Now, I blame it on Reese. He's the one recording me. Why didn't you tell me I'm committing this error?
I thought you was on your journey.
No, bro. You didn't tell me I was committing a crime.
Listen.
So the ad, I finally see the ad, and I'm like, oh no. Because I just made a post about it. You're going to think I'm trying to tuck my shirt in behind my belt buckle.
You definitely were wearing.
I didn't see the ad. He just shot it, man. And
you were definitely wearing a tucker.
Tuck my joint behind my belt.
Mm-hmm. And it was very intentional.
Because everything else is out on the sides, and
but why?
Crazy. I am so corny.
And it's not even about the belt. I'm just trying to figure out why this shirt got main character energy at all. Like, why was this?
It's not a bad shirt.
David, the shirt is a small. It's a medium. For real.
It's a medium.
You don't belong in a medium.
It's a small large, actually. It's a large. No, it is a large, but it's an undershirt large. It's a small large.
Look at this armpit. Just look at that.
Can we finish the conversation?
This is not like a fitted. This is a.
Can we finish the conversation, please?
This shirt is for your daughter.
Okay, so let me tell y'all. Let me tell you the journey that I have been on, though, that still gave me the license to wear that shirt. I've been intermittent fasting for about 4.5 months now, where I only eat between 12 and 8. My stomach is significantly smaller, which prompted me to wear that shirt. So
Your stomach is significantly smaller. I will give you that. Your stomach is significantly smaller. I wish I got a better screenshot because...
Let's stay focused on the message.
I was looking at your stomach. Your stomach is significantly smaller. The jeans were mad tight too. I just don't have it here in the screenshot. Why are you looking like...
That's not a bad outfit. Is that a bad outfit? It's jeans and a t-shirt. Besides
what I really want to say I get canceled for.
That's a bad outfit?
It's not a tight V-neck though, is what I'm trying. There's a difference between a fitted V-neck and a too small shirt.
Can I tell you what happened? So that day, I just got some regular black jeans on, and I'm wearing a polo shirt. So I record an ad in my polo shirt, but you have to wear a V-neck under a polo shirt, or when you unbutton it, you see the shirt. So I'm recording ads, but I didn't have another shirt. So I took my shirt off and I recorded that ad, so it's a different ad. I still don't think it's a bad shirt because my body ain't bad. You know what I mean? In that picture, you know what I mean? But
so the moral of the story is,
what is the moral of the story?
The moral of the story is that we're not meant, since the beginning of time, we're not meant to do life alone. You don't have to make decisions by yourself. You can rely on your own understanding to get you to a certain point. But then you will be presented along that journey with other people who can cheer you on and move you on a little further and move you on a little farther. Don't stay trapped in the prison of your own mind and you're not getting the result that you want. Like, you can get the result that you want by simply being open to other people's suggestions. And you were open to my suggestions reluctantly, right? You complained about it like a child, but you went and did the work. You did start doing the work.
I stopped. You know what? I'm going my journey.
Because you're inconsistent.
Hold on. First off, everybody's getting, like, anybody that's getting cheered on by other people doesn't necessarily mean it's beneficial.
That's true.
Some people need to be in their own head because they're so swayed by everybody's opinion. You need to be on your path. So that works for me in a lot of scenarios.
Yeah, but you also need to, some people are swayed by everybody else's opinion because they're listening to all the wrong people. Like, you can be, if you're being swayed by the right opinion, it's going to work out for you, right?
Not necessarily.
Yeah, if you're being swayed by the right opinions, this will work out. Otherwise, it was not the right opinion. You have to start qualifying who you're getting opinions from. And at that time that I pushed you a little harder, you wanted a 2-pack. I'd already achieved a 2-pack. So I'm telling you, Shans, if you want to be like me and get this 2-pack. I don't want to
be like you.
I had a 2-pack, you wanted a 2-pack. So I'm just like cheering you through your journey.
An old 2-pack thing, you probably made that up. Like, don't you want a 2-pack? And I'm like, I don't know. But here's the thing. I do a lot of things on my own because if I get too many opinions, even qualified opinions, it stops my progress.
I agree, but you're not really doing it on your own. You're doing it on your own based on a collection of experiences and solid advice that you've received over time.
100%. But what I'm saying is there's somebody right now that you need to start walking the path.
Just make the decision.
And then more people come, even if they're a qualified mentor, even if they're a group of people that really have really good information at the wrong time becomes the wrong information.
Sure.
So it's not that I could be on my own path for as long as I need to be. Mm-hmm. Just because someone else is pushing me along, it doesn't mean it's beneficial. It could be good advice.
It's if the advice came from me, it was good advice.
No.
Now, first of all, when have I given you bad advice?
When you told me to stop going to the gym.
Be careful, because I'm tit for tat. If you tit, I'm a tat. When have I given you bad advice?
When you told me to stop going to the gym and spending the little time that I was going. That was not bad advice.
Shans, are you still going to the gym?
No.
You owe me $1,000?
No, I don't owe you $1,000. I go to the gym and I play. I go to the gym. I just play basketball. But
that's not the agreement.
That is the agreement.
You're supposed to work out twice.
I would go to the gym twice.
You said you will work out twice a week.
That's my workout.
Yo, I'm sending you an Apple request right now.
I'm not giving you
You said that you would.
I said we go to the gym twice a week. Okay, so real quick, I need some other opinions, because am I bugging? Okay, maybe there's not a right or wrong, but I would love to hear someone else's opinion.
Should he be going to the gym?
Jaden, try to keep it short too, because
I'll keep my answer short. So I feel like it's kind of like a paradigm thing. It reminds me of Bob Proctor. He talks about it. Basically, you're comfortable where you're at physically. So when you see progress, because you're comfortable where your mindset is, it brings you, naturally your mindset brings you right back to where you originally were, until you truly desire to have more physically. Then you're going to keep coming back to where you are physically.
Is that a bad thing is my question.
I mean, that's up to you. If you like how you look, then you like how you
but
look.
But he did not at that time like how he looked. You recognize that your stomach was getting out of control.
Yes.
You recognize that clothes weren't fitting the way. You said that you wanted to, we talked about like health and being around for the kids and being able to move around. Like, you didn't want to be on the beach in Mexico with a hoodie on. That's not the life you want.
First off, I've never been to that point.
You were on the beach in Mexico with a hoodie on. You may have taken it off.
You are not telling the truth right now. Now you're just making stuff
You didn't
up.
arrive on the beach with a hoodie on?
Was I on the beach in a hoodie, Zell? What is she talking about?
He wasn't walking
right now?
around the resort in a hoodie?
Maybe if it was cold in the resort. What are you talking about?
So you were chilly?
I don't know. I don't even know what you're talking about.
Were you chilly or chubby?
Beach. I wasn't on the beach with a hoodie on. What are you talking about?
I remember.
We shot content on the beach. I had a t-shirt on, a dry fit t-shirt.
I remember.
You're reaching
yes,
now.
but no.
Don't reach to make a point.
You were in Mexico with a hoodie on. Who goes to Mexico in a hoodie? Shans, the bottom line is, whether you were wearing a wife beater or a down sweater, a down fur sweater, there was a time where you said, I should probably do something about this.
Okay.
Just people in general. A lot of people say, I want better, I want this, I want that. That doesn't mean they actually want it. He probably could go on and on about wanting that 2-pack. That doesn't mean he really wants it.
First off, she probably said that. Do you want a 2-pack? I wasn't thinking about it.
I would never offer you a 2-pack.
Like,
I would
a 2-pack
never.
just sounds strange.
I would never offer you a 2-pack. I would say, let's get a 6-pack.
I don't know.
Shans,
Nella,
look.
please.
I'm sorry, David, but you tripping.
Okay. Tell me
Because
why.
first and foremost, knowing the circle that you have, the moment that you bring something saying, I want X, Y, and Z, I want to be able to run around with the kids, I want to be able to do this, I want to be able to do that, you should automatically know, especially with Donni, she's going to hold you accountable.
Yeah, for sure.
So, and then on top of that, when you say you're on a journey, but I like being in this spot right here. I'm not on a journey. I'm standing still.
No, but you're assuming that I'm standing still. If I'm going to let me ask you this. If I'm going to the gym multiple days a week, I'm not doing a whole lot in the gym. Are you saying I'm standing still or am I on my journey?
You're standing still, because if you're
How is
saying,
that?
for example, going back to your example of when you were talking about the 10 push-ups and you don't want to do 50 push-ups, you don't
Correct.
even want to go to 15 push-ups. You're standing still, because eventually your body can bang out 10 push-ups in 2.5 seconds. Yeah. So if you're not pushing to do 12 push-ups, if you're not pushing to do 15 push-ups, where are you going? You're not going anywhere.
I don't agree with that. I don't agree that that's standing still. I don't think that's standing still. Standing still is not doing anything at all. I believe, here's my belief. You're either growing or dying. You're either moving forward or backwards. There's no standing still. Anything moving forward. I don't care if somebody says, I'm gonna ask 2 people a day to buy my product. You might say, well, that's not building a business. That's standing still, but it's not. If you're not doing anything, then you're moving backwards, because you're getting further and further into the comfortability of doing nothing. So you're moving further and further backwards. My thing is, maybe we just have a different philosophy on how success is created, and we all have our own philosophy. My philosophy is, if you can do a little bit every day, just a little bit every day, Eventually that little bit becomes a little more. Until you get tired of doing the little bit that you're doing, I'm happy with you doing that little bit. But that doesn't mean that you're standing still. That means you're doing something every single day.
So this is so contradictory to who I know you are.
I don't believe that.
Like, how you do anything is how you do everything.
And I don't believe that. I don't believe, this mad stuff I don't believe.
How you do anything is how you do everything. Well, and you're right, because there are some things that you're a whole lot more excited about and you'll go at a different level. So let's strike that from the record. But you cannot be a part of certain circles, being the David Shands, the Shands that we know. I know the David Shands who goes after an idea immediately.
Yes.
I know the David Shands who committed to not procrastinating. We both did. At the top of the year, it's like, yo, we have a procrastination problem. We're striking that from the record. We're not being procrastinators anymore. I have seen you be an action taker. I have seen you take ideas and make them big. The podcast summit could be 40 people. It's not. It could have been something that's right here in the clubhouse. It didn't have to be Miami. It doesn't have to be the number of people that it's going to be. You are a person who, once you make a commitment and decide that you're going to do something, you go all in. So me being a person who's on this journey with you, I cannot just sit here and let you take baby steps when you don't take baby steps in anything else.
You've also
you
seen
go
me take 30
all
minutes
in.
to order from a menu.
I've seen you take 30 minutes.
Or if you take bad long to order, then the server goes and I like run up to the computer. Hold on, change it. Give me something else.
I've seen you take 30 minutes to order. I've seen you go and make a revision to your order, but I've seen that when the food comes out, you get every single thing that you wanted off that menu. You go and get every single thing you want. And if being fit to a certain standard is what you want, let's just do that.
How bad do you think I want to be fit?
I think you don't want to admit how bad you want to be fit.
I don't know. I'm just asking. How bad do you think?
I don't know that it's something that you think about every day, but I do know that you enjoyed it very much when you were becoming fit. I know that you were eager about the results, talking about it all the time, showing yourself differently in the camera. The posture was different. Everything was different.
Okay. So does everybody agree that I really, really want to be like, no right or wrong answer. I just want to know. Hold on, go ahead.
Okay, I think in life we got different levels of things that goes on, and trying to be able to balance them is always a challenge for a lot of people. And I think for like listening to Dave, I know a lot of people think it's crazy, but I'm like, I would love to work out, but fitness is like one of the least things that I want to do, but going in there, doing it for a few minutes, like, I understand that sounds crazy to everybody because that's not heard of, right? But at the same time, that's a start for him. Mm-hmm. You know, like somebody that's 600-pound obese, they might be just like this. That's all they can do for the meantime. But at the same time, like when it come to business, I don't have those problems. He don't have those problems because that's what he loved to do.
At the start?
I think the question is more of when he ready to go that next level.
No.
He might not be ready. It might be in his mind that I'm not ready for you to push me right there.
Let me tell you the contradiction.
I got to get consistent and then start to enjoy what I'm doing.
Let me tell you the
first.
contradiction there. In this relationship, David is accusing me of being the person who knocked him off his fitness journey because I stretched him, right? I pushed you to do more. Let me tell you the contradiction here for me. I didn't feel ready to start full transparency.
That's where I was going.
You called me out so many times. You put me on the spot publicly. You put me on the spot privately. I walked into a conference that I had nothing to do with. And as soon as I walked in, you had the whole crowd saying, shouldn't Donni do her podcast? Shouldn't Donni start full transparency? And in that moment, I froze and I committed. And you know what I did, David?
What'd you do?
I did it.
Yes, you did.
I did it. And look at how it's going. Yeah. Like sometimes you just got to be put on the spot and you have to be pushed. If you are going to be somebody who pushes other people, you got to be willing to be pushed too. Yeah. You got to be willing to be uncomfortable and do things that you don't feel like doing either. And let's get the result.
I'm not mad at that. But how long was I asking you to do it? And you say you got to go at your own pace. At least a year.
Okay.
At the very least, a year.
How long have we been discussing your stomach?
Not long, because I don't talk about it much. Yo, first off, I don't know what it is, and maybe it's me, But I go to the gym, and when I leave, I feel worse. I just feel tired and sleepy, and I don't feel accomplished. Yo, ask. It's crazy. I went and played basketball yesterday. And I played basketball yesterday, and I came home, and my wife could just tell, like, oh, you must have went to the gym. I get so lethargic, and it's like, oh my gosh, my body is just done.
I don't be feeling that boost of energy that everybody said. Now, if I'm doing cardio, you went and played basketball, that's cardio, so that's a tiring type of exercise. But if you're strength training, you know, it releases like the dopamine and the endorphins inside of you, and that's going to make you get some. That's just the thing.
You know what the most exciting part about like my gym journey is posting on Instagram.
Well, do that.
That was good for me. Like, I know that I'll record my video going in at 3:29 and I leave
at 3:31.
3:35. You know what I mean? Give me a little minute. And then I know it's going to be, I'm going to inspire somebody to just go, or I just like the engagement. I like being myself.
You like entertaining.
I like entertaining.
And so if you got to entertain your way to a six-pack, let's do it.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
But how long do I have to get it done?
Why are we waiting?
No. But I'm saying, how long, according to your standard, how long should it take until I get to 3-4 serious days a week?
Why can't you start that now? I mean,
That's not me.
I don't know.
That
Well,
is
if
you.
it's not you, that's totally fine. I don't have a limited mindset. I am a go all in kind of person. When I got serious about my fitness journey, what did I do? I worked out every single day for 76 days straight.
Tit for tat.
I
got something for you.
God dang it. What is it?
I got something for you.
No.
Do you want to? We told this story before on the podcast, how Donni set up this big workout event, and she's inspiring everybody. Fast forward, the first intro conversation was, go all in, don't quit, whole motivational speech. As soon as we start, literally probably 4 minutes into this workout, Donni completely stops. I'm talking about stops and walks away. And I'm like, yo, hold on, Donni, what happened to I will not quit, I will not quit. We won't stop, we won't stop. And you stopped and you quit in that moment.
Okay.
And he said something like, I'm not used to, I don't know, I do strength training, not cardio.
Yeah,
and then walked away with an excuse.
So at that point.
I roasted you, but I didn't condemn you because you're on your journey.
You did condemn me.
A little bit.
Roasting me is condemning me, just an FYI, right? So in that instance, I did not quit. I did come back in and I joined the workout. Quitting is not finishing, and I finished, right? Now, in my defense, I was at a place in my journey where I had worked out for 76 days straight around that time. But we were really, we were really focused, and there's always a reason. We're really focused on strength training. I'm mostly lifting weights, workouts are light cardio, because my trainers understood that I hate cardio, and if we just want to create the routine and get her in the gym every day, let's do some strength training so she can see results. Then 15 minutes before this workout that he's talking about.
You're giving all these excuses right now. You sound crazy
15 minutes before this workout, they got me trying to bench like 150 pounds or something ridiculous.
We all love Donni, right? But can someone please tell her how crazy she sounds right now?
I am exhausted.
Can you please tell her how uninspiring this conversation is?
Let me tell you where this is going.
When
the workout ensues, before I give a speech, and I'm jumping up and down, and I'm like, we're not stopping, and da-da-da-da, say it with me, say it loud, and I got all this energy. I'm exhausting all this energy. The workout stops. The girl got us running back and forth and back and forth, back and forth like 12 times. I didn't quit. I was fighting for my life. I was trying to catch my breath.
Running back and forth 12 times.
I got the video to prove it.
It was the warm-up.
Okay, well, you're good at the warm-up. You're good at the warm-up. I'm good at the finish. Like, you run up and down basketball courts, so you have a little bit more endurance when it comes to cardio. I don't do any running. I was fighting for my life. It was stop or die.
You sound crazy.
You sound crazy. Let's get back to it, David.
Now you want to get back to the...
Let's get back
to the entrepreneurship conversation now, huh?
No, I want to get back to the journey.
Okay.
Your journey.
Okay.
What are you committing to? Because people are looking at you, and somebody is rationalizing with your mindset and saying, oh, well, I do need to just kind of listen to myself and be on my own journey. It is okay if I stop and start. It is okay if I
didn't say it's okay to stop.
It is okay if I spend 5 minutes on working on my business. And I guess
Are you saying that's not okay?
it's not.
Okay.
It's not. It's super subpar. Like, why do anything at a super subpar level? Like, if you're going to do it, maybe take small steps, but take those small steps in excellence.
Well, here's the thing. I'm not saying that you're wrong because your philosophy is going to work for somebody. Somebody needs to operate the way that you're saying they need to operate.
It's just not you.
But that's not everybody. Not everybody is, some people don't have the confidence to commit. They don't even know what committing is. They've never committed to anything in their entire lives. They don't understand that process. They may understand, okay, let me just do a little bit. Let me start getting in the routine of this thing. And that might work for somebody else. There's no absolutes. So I'm giving people a different perspective, but an alternative path to accomplishing something. Everybody doesn't accomplish at the same pace. Everybody doesn't accomplish the same way. You need to find what works for you.
You're giving people permission to be average. And nope, you're giving
as
people,
opposed to being below average. And
you're giving people permission to be average when they have an option to be above average. Everybody doesn't get the option placed in front of them to be above average.
Mentally, not everybody has the option. They don't even know what it, like some people don't have the capacity.
Right now, we're talking about a person who had all the option and all the resources available to make an above average decision.
me.
You did not. And you didn't make the choice. So in this instance, like some people will be like average is relative and some people will just be average. Some people will be below average. Some people will be above average. It's relative. We are talking about your scenario and how we're leveraging it to the people who are watching it. You didn't have to choose average. You chose average because that's what you wanted to choose.
But that's the crazy part because my small inconsistencies worked enough for someone to say, keep going. But because everybody wants me to do more, it kind of killed my whole little thing.
No, I would have been totally fine if you went to the gym, David, and if you don't want to admit it, it was a joke. It was made for TV. It was made for Instagram. If you had done 6 strong minutes, that I would have commended you on.
You've first never off, the minutes that I was in there, I was going hard.
David, this is what you were doing to the machines. Oh, that's cute. Oh, that's cute. Oh, look at that. Let's read the instructions. What does this machine do?
No, I was doing that.
Yes, but you were absolutely doing that.
Once I get on the machine, I complete however many I'm going to do.
David, you were doing 3 reps of everything. Yep, done with that. Let's see. What does this do?
No, I would do 3 sets and just a few little reps. Go ahead, Jada.
So I agree that with what you said, Donni, as far as he has the resources to be more than average. But I get your point of view as far as like basically starting where you are. I feel like that's how I became consistent. Somebody gave me the advice to give myself grace and do what I know I'm able to do. And once I got in the flow of doing what I know I was able to do, I started doing more and more and more and more and more. And I became consistent at like hitting my goals and doing the important things I needed to do because I started off with just doing the little bit that I knew I could do. So,
But was the goal when you were doing that, was your goal to work consistently so you could do more?
Yeah.
Okay, that's the problem.
But you're trying to dictate what consistency looks like. Consistency can be going to the gym for 10 minutes, 5 days a week.
Okay.
But you're saying if you're going to go 5 days a week, you need to stay this amount of time and go to start. But that's not everybody's consistency.
I wasn't ready to start full transparency. You said to me, Donni is going to go crazy. Everybody's waiting to hear your voice. Do it anyway. You don't have to be ready. Do it anyway. I come in here, I do it. Donni, let me talk to you for a second. If you're going to do it, do several episodes. You got to keep going. Record episodes. Okay, David, when do you think I should release it? I'm thinking I can just do something every now and then. Nope. If you're going to do it, you got to do it every week. You got to stay consistent because this is what the audience like. This is what the algorithm like. This is what it needs. You got to stay consistent.
Yes.
But I can't tell you.
I didn't say you can't tell me.
You just not going to listen.
Yo, you didn't listen to me for like a year and a half.
Okay, we're on at least a year and a half.
And I'm not offended. You tell me whatever you have to tell me. It's cool. I'm talking to our audience to say, it's okay in certain scenarios to take your time. If you started 6 months before you actually started, who knows, you might have quit. It happened when it was supposed to happen.
It's cool if they do it. It's a problem when I do it.
That's not different.
It's the same thing.
I'm not saying you're wrong. I didn't say you're a bad friend.
You
for pushing me.
When you say things like, you know who got me off my fitness journey?
You did.
My health journey is what you said. You know who got me off my health journey?
You said it was simply a gym journey.
You looked very intensely at me and said, you. Now I'm what if something happened? What if something happened to you tomorrow and we just had this conversation and it was health related and it's like, I got to live with the fact that I am the person that knocked you off your health journey because I was encouraging you to be better.
I want you to feel that burn. If you started 6 months before you actually started and then you quit and you say, yo, David pushed me before I was ready, I would just have to accept it. Like, you're right. I'm still going to push you. What you got?
So then why can't she push you?
Thank you.
You literally just said, I'm still going to push you. So why can't she push you?
I'm not saying she can't push me.
So you're just not going to be receptive of the push.
Whether I'm receptive or not doesn't matter. She is a coach. Donni is required to say what she feels she needs to say. And I love Donni for being Donni. If she didn't push me, she wouldn't be Donni. If she let me kind of waver in, okay, I'm gonna go now. If she let me do that, that's not Donni being Donni.
Right.
Now, whether she receives it or not whether I receive it or not, that's up to me. But my point for this conversation is to show people that there are times and seasons. There's different people, different journeys. You got to find out which way works for you. Some people watching this right now, you keep trying to go hard and you keep paying a coach to push you and it doesn't work. And you need to sit in your room and you need to figure out, okay, what can I push myself to do before I include somebody else? It's just different ways to become successful.
I agree with that. But I agree 100% with what you just said, but that's not your case. This is a bad example to make that point.
In the gym, it is my case.
No, it's not, because I was pushing you to do something and it was working. You were getting a result. It was working. Then you felt the pressure of being too fine.
No, I don't. No,
the pressure is getting worse.
What are you saying?
No, but so the thing is, so you're saying, okay, I'm going to stay at this 5-10 minute mark, but for how long are you going to do that? Like, how long were you doing that for? How long? Because even in the morning, at least a month. So then after 30 days, you should be pushing it to the next level.
Says who?
If you want
Did
results,
you get the number?
you should.
Where did you get the number 30 days from?
You're telling me it's been 30 days.
I'm asking. No, you said after 30 days I should be. Where'd you get that number from?
You just said you were doing 30. You did it for 30 days consistently.
You asked me how long did I do it for 30 days consistently. I said 30 days, right. And you said, okay, at 30 days you should be moving to the next level or whatever. Where did you get the number 30 days from? Because
you're telling me, okay, I've been consistent for 30 days. You're also stating I want X, Y, and Z results. Whether it's
what results did I say I wanted?
You've mentioned.
She said, I'm telling you.
No, because you mentioned it on the morning meetup
go watch.
too.
Go back.
Mentioned it on the morning
back
meetup.
And watch the episodes. Just go back and watch
several episodes.
Just go back and watch the episodes.
It's not just one episode.
Just go back and watch the episodes.
They said you said it on the meetup.
Go back and watch the episodes.
They can't see the episode of the meetup. They said you said it on the meetup too.
What did I say? And if you tell me I said something specifically, I want to know, and we got to make a bet that I said that.
You're going to go back and look through those recordings.
So are you telling me I went on the morning meetup and said I want a 2-pack?
I never said that part.
What did I say?
I've said that you have stated that you want certain health results.
Yes.
So then you can't stay at one point for.
Is the gym the best way to get health results though?
It's a huge component. Working
huge
out.
Part of it.
It doesn't have to be the gym. Listen, Shans, here's the bottom line. You can't be a slacker around me. I know that
I can be a slacker.
You cannot. You cannot.
I can't be one without hearing about it.
You cannot comfortably be a slacker around me. It is pressure to be my friend. And that's not just you, that's everybody. It's pressure to be my child. It's pressure to be my family. It's pressure to be my friend, because I am the person who's always going to be pushing you. Once you communicate to me that you want something, once you let me know that you desire something, you better be ready for the accountability, because that's just the way my brain works. And just let me know if you're not ready. Donni, never talk to me about physical fitness again. And I'm going to say, fine, never talk to me about what you desire in terms of your physical fitness, because I can't, it's a glitch. It's a system glitch inside of me. I'm going to start holding you accountable. I'm immediately going to start mapping out a framework of what you should be doing. And because you're my friend, I'm going to take it personally when you don't.
Okay, as you should.
Yes, sir. You got it. You're good. You're good. Just go ahead.
Well, yourself. And I'm gonna say this. I know that so much about being consistent. So as you were doing the 10 minutes, and then it was going to the 20 minutes, and then the 30 minutes that you spoke about earlier, you were asking yourself along the way, is this sustainable? And the answer is yes. Now you start pushing you on that next level, and it was a lot harder. And like you said, as you come out of the gym, you feel tired or whatever, you were asking yourself, is it sustainable? And the answer at that point was probably no.
Okay, I like where you're going with it.
So for that reason, because you're doubting yourself,
No, this is good.
just stop that consistency, because you're big on consistency, and you said I can't sustain this.
That is a really, really good point, actually. That's a really good point. Yeah. Oh, I've been going. Listen, if it wasn't for this $1,000, I wouldn't be going to the gym at all. Like,
So can we revise the $1,000 bet?
No way.
I told you at that time it was too easy. Listen, entrepreneurs, it is true that timing is everything when it comes to your journey, okay? And baby steps matter. Baby steps are still steps. Moving forward at any degree is still moving forward. But when you are
Not
given...
Nella. Not going to, that's staying still. You know?
It's not, if you're moving at all, you're not staying still. And I want to respect that part of your journey. But whenever you're given the option, some people are taking baby steps because it's not an option for them to take big leaps. They don't have the budget for it, the money for it, the mindset, the time. And I respect your journey. But when all of the elements align and you have the resources, the time, the availability, and the access to do just a little bit more, choose a little bit more. Choose a little bit more. Nobody is saying, I want that goal, but I want it slow. I want to be healthy, but I kind of want my health to come slow. I want to be wealthy, but I really want my wealth to come slow. I want that house, but I really want it to come slow. Like when you're creating these goals, just be real with yourself. Nobody is saying, you know what, God, bless me slowly. Maybe do it in your timing. Maybe don't rush me to it, but keep me consistent. But nobody desires to be healthy slowly, not even you. And we have to make that very, very clear. You do not desire to feel good, look good, and be good slowly. You would actually like to already look good, feel good, be good.
Yeah, if I could put a magic wand on myself.
If you could put a magic wand on it, you
But
would
are you
already...
saying, I would prefer to go about the journey slowly.
You may want to go about the journey slowly. There's a difference between slowly and keeping a steady pace.
You said nobody wants to accomplish anything.
Nobody
slowly.
wants the result slowly. You don't want the result slowly. And so you could say, I want to be healthy in the next 90. I want to lose 10 pounds in the next 90 days. You could say that. That's the goal. The steps that you take could be slowly. It could be you're starting out with a 15-minute workout just to create the habit. Then it could go to a 30-minute workout. Then it can go to an hour workout. It can be 2 strong days a week and you still hit that goal. Nobody says, okay, I'm going to work out for 30 minutes a day. And if it takes me 5 years to lose 10 pounds, that's what I want. It's just not that's just not what you want. It's not what anybody wants, period.
I think what you want and what you're willing to do for what you want depends on how bad you want it. Mm-hmm. Do I really, really want to be a sculpted figure looking like an action figure?
You don't.
Yes, I do want that.
You do?
Yes, I want that.
No, you don't. No, now,
Okay, no. So, okay, just hear me out. Do I want the action figure body? Yes.
you want to look like The Rock.
Nah, he's too big. More action figure. More like Ken Barbie. You know what I mean?
Ken Barbie.
Nice little situation here. Okay, it's nothing crazy. Arms aren't crazy.
The suit just fits a little snug. You can
suit
see the
fits right.
the muscles bulging through.
Yes.
That's goals.
Do I want it? Yes. Y'all agree that I want that?
If you say it.
You don't think I want that? What makes you say I don't want that? You gotta use that mic.
I'm just listening to y'all. I think it's sometimes you think you want something that you don't really want.
So why would I not? What makes you automatically say that I don't want that?
Because you're not doing it.
But that doesn't mean I don't want it.
There's conflicting commitments here, conflicting desires here. So you may want that, but you want something else more than you want that.
Okay, but what you said was I don't want that, and that's not true.
Well, you don't want it as bad as you want something
But
else.
that's not the question, and that wasn't the answer. I said, do you think I want this? You said no. And then you're saying, well, you want it, just not as bad. So my point is, would you agree that I want that? It's a yes or no.
I said no.
But then you're saying I want it just not as bad as something.
It sounds like you wanted me to elaborate a bit more.
No, I didn't want an elaboration.
So I said no.
Okay. You want to make $100 million?
Yeah.
No, you don't.
I don't want it as bad as I want something else. Yeah,
but you want it though.
Right, yes.
Guys.
So there's
certain things.
So you said a yes or no answer, and I said the yes or no answer, and then you backed into something with context.
No, but then we revealed that your yes or no was actually yes. Here's my point. I'm telling you that I want that. So I don't know, like, if you can either believe me or not.
So then you want to qualify it? No,
I'm just saying I want it.
He wants it. What he doesn't want is the journey required to get it.
No, I do want it.
No, you don't. If you wanted it, you'd be taking those baby steps toward it.
Isn't true.
Let me tell you guys something. What you are witnessing on Social Proof Podcast is the new and evolved David that can never be wrong. David, you are wrong. You are wrong. You are wrong. You are wrong. You should, if you want it.
Agree with her that I'm wrong?
Anything you really want, you go after.
Are you
at
sure?
least make an effort. You make an effort.
Are you sure?
I do think contextually though, there are some things that you want more than other things,
100%.
and that can prevent you from taking action because time is finite, and energy is finite.
100%.
So you can say that you want something, but we can also say you don't really want it as bad as you want this, this, and this because your priority is doing this, this, and this versus
You're
that.
100% right.
How you're prioritizing it.
There are things that we all want. It doesn't necessarily mean that we're going to do the work to get them. We want them. Like there are some people that that's why I kind of like my struggle with the manifestation. You want it, but you're not willing to do anything past writing it down on your wall or affirming it. You want it. It doesn't, just because you're not doing the work doesn't mean you don't want it. But there's certain levels of want. There's certain desires of want. You want a certain thing sometimes. Some of y'all, you want to be in a relationship? For our single people?
I dare you.
I'm not even looking at you.
I dare you.
I'm not even looking at you.
I will jump over this couch. Do you hear me?
Don't make this about you.
Did you see the way his eyes cut? He did a quick side eye and went right back.
I intentionally. I intentionally did not look at Donni.
He said, "Do you want to be in a relationship, right?"
I didn't want this point to be about you.
You saw the eyes?
But sometimes you do. And you start dealing with people or you get in a relationship and you're like, yo, not right now. I'm so glad I'm single in this moment. And then sometimes you meet somebody like, yo, I want that until you realize you don't want it, right? So I'm saying my point is we all want something, but it's only up to that person to decide how bad they want that particular thing. So I may not be consistent in the gym, but it doesn't mean I'm not consistent. It means I'm not consistent there. If we talking about in business, we talking about creating content or coming to the studio or working on something, I'm consistent all day long. In this area, I'm not.
Okay.
Why? Because I really, really like this whole business thing that I'm building.
Sure. So basically what you're doing is giving people the framework to qualify their level of consistency in certain areas. You're giving people, like, here's how you identify what you should be inconsistent at.
I'm probably asking people to have a conversation about what they want and what they're willing to do for it.
Mm-hmm. I think we should have a conversation about what we want, what we're willing to do for it, and when we believe the timing is right to pursue a thing.
Yes.
But sometimes...
Or at the level, energy you put
at that level.
Pursuing.
But sometimes the truth of the matter is you have to be pushed before you believe you're ready. You have to be pushed before you believe the timing aligns to allow you to be consistent. Sometimes you just got to do it.
I can agree with that.
Yeah. There are some things that are just so important to your life, to your business, to your family, to your health, that whether you believe the timing is right or not, you just got to do it.
Yes, I agree. Mm-hmm. Anybody got anything to share? There's a healthy conversation. Okay. Are we...
You underperformer, you.
In certain areas.
Yeah, absolutely. David, you're an underperformer right now.
In what areas, though?
All of them until you get them all right. If I am putting...
All of them?
If I'm ranking your performance and I'm grouping it in a category and I'm saying, here's the performance category, David in business, in relationship, in fitness, in health. Because health is grouped in this category, I cannot give you full credit for being a high-level performer until you get this weak link together. See me in 30 days.
All right. So I think the highest, not highest, I perform well in a bunch of categories. Other categories I don't. So I'm saying if you can't just call someone an underperformer.
I can, actually.
That's why I'm fighting against this whole how you do anything is how you do everything, because it's not necessarily true.
I can agree with that. However, today, I'm not choosing to be very emotionally intelligent. You, my friend, are an underperformer.
I'll take it. Mm-hmm. I'll take it.
Yeah.
Give me the camera. Don't let others' opinion of you. What you got, man?
I believe that it was Donnie's encouragement, her pull, that got you to start performing on that next level. And in order for that to be sustainable, I believe that communication should have stayed on that level. Mm-hmm. In order for you to be able to sustain that level, in order to help you to do everything you need to do to make sure that you can keep up that workout consistently.
So she was a bad coach.
No, I believe she's an excellent coach, but I believe the communication between y'all needs to stay tight.
She didn't get me a result if you're saying she's the one that pushed me.
You actually were getting the result. You said that.
I got myself
You said you want it.
Based on my push.
You said you want it. So if you want it.
I should have just kept my little journey to myself because I was doing well. And then, okay.
You said you want it. So if you want it, you have to stay in contact with the people that's going to help you to get it.
I said I wanted to go to the gym and I like creating content. Okay.
So let's get the can we get the cameras on Dave in the gym? Can we just do that? Will that make it happen for you? If we just make sure Zell or Reese is there in the gym and we're getting dope content, the edits are super crispy, the internet's going crazy, it's going viral.
That would probably push me harder. That would probably push me.
What schedule do we need?
If people are expecting me to, like, let's say for instance, I got to drop a workout video on Tuesdays or something like that. That probably would push me. But what does that tell y'all?
It tells.
I'm more concerned about the content creation part of it than my own like sculpted body. But I do know if you do something according to what will push you, then you have a bunch of results that are a result of that. But you got to actually go.
Okay, so how about we do 1 day a week together, cameras. We're putting this in our communities. We can even put it on Instagram because I know you like all the people to see it. But we got the cameras with us and we're going super hard. I know a private gym that we can rent a private space, couple bucks an hour, and we can go in there and knock out some amazing content 1 day a week.
That'd be cool.
Mondays.
Not Monday.
Sundays.
Well, I go to the gym Sunday anyway. but we play basketball.
Can you have cameras in the gym that you go to? I go to athletic clubs. I know you go to the little fitness center in your area.
I go to LA Fitness.
I can't bring cameras in the athletic club that I'm a member of, but in your little gym.
They're technically off on Saturday and Sunday, so.
Okay, so then Monday?
How about maybe like a Wednesdays after the summer? So we had the idea we was gonna go to Rich and Fit, like after this, like the recording. But sometimes I have one like after this one, and then we go to Rich and Fit. It's right down the street. We just walk over there.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
So
Thursday. But here's my only challenge, and someone help me with this. I need to be able to take a shower so I can continue my day.
So then
They have showers over there?
Not over there. They don't have showers over there, but and that's a really nice. Rich and Fit is a very nice gym, by the way, but they don't offer showers. They're very focused on just like performance coach. You come in, like those guys over there, they work out all day. Nobody's trying to shower. Yeah. They work out literally all freaking day, no matter what time of day you go.
Oh, weird.
They're working out. They fine. Bodies is chiseled. Period.
Yeah.
No, okay. We need to make a declaration right here. So Mondays work best for me. It's the day before I go and get my hair done, and there are things. But if I need to look raggedy,
Thursday.
if I need to look raggedy in order to help you create this habit, I'll take that L for you.
How about Thursday afternoon? Because you record on Thursday, right?
No, I record on Fridays, but Thursday, I have coaching clients. I can do Fridays. I can do Fridays. David, what's the day? Give me the day and let's run this plan, because I'm holding you to it. And that's what you're afraid of. You know that it's up once you say this.
No, I'm with it.
All right. So Fridays over here at Rich and Fit.
Yep.
I'm going to have Bria and Ari together, ready to get us right.
What, 3 o'clock?
3 o'clock. Perfect. I'm on it.
Give us a round of applause. All right. I'm done with this conversation. Anybody else?
Look, here's what's interesting. What people really want is accountability. You just have to meet them where they are in their head. David really, really wanted the accountability. It just needed to look and be framed a certain way for him. So what I said about just letting people stay where they are and relying on their own understanding, not being good enough, is still true. It still sits very true. You have to be skilled enough. If you're going to be somebody who's holding other people accountable, you have to be skilled enough to identify what the real issue is or what the real motivator is. If you're the person being held accountable, you have to be verbal enough and willing enough to communicate your thoughts and go through the process. It may take an hour and a half to get the resolution, but there's always resolution available. You about to be fine. Ooh.
Yeah.
Fine.
We're about to get some more views. We're gonna get more views.
You about to go viral.
I'm excited. Yes, ma'am.
So I'm a nurse and I'm in the health field, of course, and my concern or my thought is that where's your priority lie? For me, you got to have your health first, right? To do everything else, it helps with your mind, your body, your soul. So if you get
Does
that,
the gym mean health?
doesn't mean
I'm
the gym
asking.
does not. No, it's just
Nobody's-
the action you put towards the effort.
Well, we
Come on,
skipped
that's
all
what I'm
over
saying.
my intermittent fasting for the last 4.5 months.
But
And
what do
nobody cares.
Your intermittent
That's
fasting.
not health. That's not the health
It's
journey.
a component. It's a component.
It is a
It's
component.
It's cool and all, but
But we can't group just going to the gym with this is how you become healthy. 'Cause
No, but
you
it
eat
is-
church's chicken, and maybe
no,
we need to
I
fix that.
do not.
Maybe we need to fix that.
I ate a biscuit in 2020 and he will not let me live. Like
And that nasty okra, that ain't real.
I eat chicken and okra. That is real okra, but I still okra is the
chicken and
okra
church is
popping. We making that stop today. I'm gonna go get me some okra, but no, the gym does not mean
And you don't
healthy.
got nothing to say about that?
No,
Now you don't got nothing to say about the health journey.
Chicken, though.
Well, okay, I get it.
I'm not
I get
eating
it.
their chicken. However, the whole point is the gym does not equate to healthy, but the gym does contribute to healthy, for sure.
I agree.
It contributes. And so that's a step. Your intermittent fasting is great. Like if you were up snacking at midnight, then this is great for you. For me, I didn't see it as serious because you eat between 12 and 8. I don't usually eat breakfast anyway. I eat between 12 and 8 every single day. That's lifestyle. But if you're suggesting to me that you are sacrificing something major by only eating between 12 and 8, congratulations. All right?
No, I need the rest of y'all to clap too. Jada. Okay. Jada gonna take Johnny's side regardless.
Yeah, that's
and
my
I don't
girl.
like it.
That's we on this. We're here. But
Okay,
now,
I'm sorry. I'm-
what are you eating between 12 and 8?
I really I need to eat more. I eat like once a day.
Okay,
I
well
don't
that's
eat like
not
a lot
good.
of cookies or nothing like that. Twice a day maybe.
You don't like a lot of cookies?
No, I said I don't. That's what I'm saying. I don't eat a lot of sweets and stuff like that. It's
You
just
don't be
a
in here
meal or
eating
two.
honey buns with Reese?
No, that'd be Reese goes crazy. He doesn't leave anybody for
Reese
anyone
get
else
mad
anyway.
if you take one of them honey buns. Don't be the person that buy one and have the audacity to take it back. Like, don't be the person who's swiping the card on the honey buns and have the audacity to want one.
Right,
Reese,
nah.
who ate the honey buns?
I eat like chips and stuff like that, but I cut out a lot of sweets, a lot of sugar.
So are you finding that you're snacking on junk?
I ate chips a couple. I ate chips.
So for reference, you've maintained what you built, right? Like the definition is fading, but you haven't necessarily.
It's not fading. My definition's getting better because my midsection is slimming down.
I was going somewhere here.
Go for it.
You're not what you were in January. You definitely have trimmed down. You were at a time becoming very defined. You had some muscles coming in. They were protruding, in fact. That level of definition has faded, okay? But you're still so close to it. You still overall, from the blind eye, you look you look
Come on, man.
you look great.
Come on.
You look great. You do, right? There are people who wish they had. Listen, and this is not a dig at weight. This is about healthy lifestyle and us being on this journey and committing to what you said. If health is not your priority right now, check out of this conversation. It's not for you. But when you decide that health is a priority for you, healthy doesn't even mean skinny or slim. Some people are very, very what society considers overweight, but they're healthier than somebody my size. So you got to figure out what health looks like for you. Go to your doctor, get your physical, blah, blah, blah. We're not here to debate skinny or fat or thick or thin. That's not it. We're here to debate commitment. And once you make a commitment to prioritize whatever that is for you, because you are prioritizing, you made a commitment to your health, I am holding you to it.
Good. Jada.
So y'all talked about small wins, quick wins, realistic goals at the beginning. Do you feel like he's had enough? Like all the stuff you just listed sounded like that. Do you feel like he's had enough realistic goals or small wins?
Yeah, for sure. He just quit. He quit because David also doesn't like he doesn't like judgment. He doesn't like he does not stand up well against judgment. And
You're worse than me though, Donnie.
no, I just pop back. You just don't like judgment. Like I don't.
Well, I'm saying
control
you're
myself.
worse. Like,
I don't give a crap about being judged, but I'm gonna give you my opinion on the judgment.
when's the last time your mom's been wrong?
All the time.
And say I'm wrong.
All the time.
Exactly.
David.
And actually, oh my God.
I never be like, oh my bad. I take it back.
Could probably.
Yes. Okay. Sometimes she does say she's wrong, but
Give her that
It's
mic.
still gonna
You can't
come
hear
with
her.
some. It's still gonna come with some. But this is the
at
reason.
the end of the day, she's right in her eyes to me, but she does admit sometimes when she's wrong.
If I'm really
I don't
wrong,
think she's ever admitted to me.
If I'm really wrong, I say, we just had this issue this morning, and I'm like, oh my bad. I'm famous for. I'm sorry, my bad. I don't do that.
Not with like no.
Not with no. Say it.
Not like when you like. I feel like you still think in the back of your head that you aren't wrong though.
Give me an example.
I can't come up with one.
I'm
off the top
so
of my
glad
head.
there's another person that can say this, because when I say it, I'm wrong. Yo, I don't think I've ever where Donnie was like, yo, you're right.
I think it's like
Unless it was like the
the
time was
camera
wrong, or
raise?
you look at the check, text, oh yeah.
You think
I think it's more of a I'm wrong, but it's always a but, like
100%.
like a but this is still how it should be, you know?
Well, sometimes that's true. I'm wrong here, but you aren't right either. is usually what it is. And I'm wrong here, but you aren't right. Like, I'm always admitting that I'm wrong, but that me admitting that I'm wrong doesn't make you right all the time.
I didn't even say that. Yo, that's exactly. So, like, that's the point. There will always be an attack. I think I said something to Donni one time, and she's like, well, but you also. I'm like, dang, I'm just trying to help you with.
But here's the thing. Where was the relevancy in that question? Where were you
going? I don't know. We were going somewhere.
Where was the relevancy in is Donni wrong?
It's something you said led to it. We'd have to play the tapes.
Here's the thing. We are on a journey. We made a commitment. To the people who are watching or listening to this, you are on your own journey. Mm-hmm. You need to commit. And if you are not going to go all in, if you are not going to operate in excellence, even if that means small steps executed well, do not commit to it yet. Don't commit to stuff. Don't commit to that woman. Don't commit to that business. Don't commit to that partnership. Don't commit to that journey if small or huge steps, you're not going to commit and do it in excellence.
You know, I think what makes us really dope at what we do, that we're like really friends outside of this. Mm-hmm. And there's a lot of like podcast hosts or whatever, you build something together that they really don't like each other.
They're not getting along. Yeah.
Yo, I'm starting to see it now. I get like more and more into like podcasting and stuff like that. And you realize people outside of whatever they're recording, there's not like something outside of that. You know
We're
what I mean?
really and not even in just podcasting. Like, I know a lot of people who are just business owners, period, in partnerships with people that they cannot stand. Yeah. That has to be really, really miserable. Yeah, it has to be a really miserable position to be in. But yeah, that is really dope. We'll talk about that on an episode.
Yes. All right. Are we done here?
Yes.
Anybody else want to take Donnie's side? Just for done.
Oh, yes.
Now we got time.
Now we got time. If you feel like I was right in this conversation, let's just raise your hand. High. Raise your hands high. Raise your hands high. If you feel like David was right in this conversation, raise your hand high.
Yeah, I won.
You did not.
Give that a round of applause, y'all. Come on, let's do it. All right.
They didn't raise their hands
another
for
episode
anything.
of the Social Proof Podcast. Thank y'all so much for tuning in.
You're a clout chaser.
Subscribe.
You're a clout chaser.
I am.
You're a clout chaser.
We gotta go, man.
You gotta be.
Can y'all like, subscribe, and share this with someone, please?
Definitely do that, guys. Give credit, and please, in the comments, encourage my friend here, Mr. Popularity, to do the right thing and honor his commitment, because we are the proof, and we out.
And just let us know who won.
God dang it, we're out. Bye. Just bye.
If you like the video that you just watched, click this one. You're gonna like this one, maybe even more. Click it right now.